Good morning. It's the birthday of one of the world's greatest ever football traders today. It's also my birthday, so you're unlikely to see me this evening, but been on a winning streak since Saturday, so I can't see any reason for that not to continue this evening, depending on the quality of the candidates. Let's have a look at yesterday's green screens when I was a lot younger. This is a look at yesterday's profit, £69. Let's see how that came about. Nottingham Forest +1, loss. Insurance, profit. Good stuff, break even. Celta Vigo and Lyon looking for that equaliser, £68.30 profit. Insurance, pretty hefty at 40 quid, but at a £28 net profit. Stuttgart and Porto, a bit of a complicated one, this one. I did go Stuttgart +1. You can see there, that was covered, or would have been covered by the insurance. I also went Stuttgart +2 when they were 2 goals down to Porto. Again, covering the 1-2 by laying over 3.5 goals, as you see there. So that covered that. So a loss on the +1, that was covered by insurance. A profit on the +2, profit there. And just a smattering of other losses. This was a £9 loss on the match odds. All in all, probably edging towards a profit with the Stuttgart match. And with Bologna and Roma, I was of the mind that if Bologna scored first, they would be vulnerable. Struggling for that second goal against the Roma side, at least in SerieA, pick up 1-0 defeat. So insurance again. Boom. Roma +1. The difference between the two is the profit. Okay. So all in all, it worked out very nicely indeed. That £69.72. So in the last 7 days, £336.45. This is just a £40 stakes. I'm trying to reflect the practical element, which is you've got some trading firms selling courses who are showing you thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands a day. But what they're not showing you is the thousands and thousands and thousands they put at risk to get there. All it takes from them is an off day and you won't be seeing their PL at all. This is an exceptional week. We've got a little bit of time. Why has it been such a profitable week? Stay. Mönchengladbach unbeaten in 2 at home. St. Pauli putting together an excellent run themselves to get them out of jail. Win-loss, win-win draw and positive results against the likes of Hoffenheim and Stuttgart. It's really good stuff. Oh, just got to reply to this birthday message from the King of England. No, not really. So it's a difficult one to unpack because St. Pauli are putting together that unbeaten run. So I wouldn't be as dismissive of them as the market's been. And much of Gladbach, their profile is just awful. Greuther Fürth, this is all about, and Darmstadt, all about, and Elvis, this is all about the playoff. Darmstadt must win to go top. They're not even favourite today. Magdeburg, all the way at the bottom, our favourite. Unbelievable. A win takes them to 26 points and the possibility of exiting the playoffs, exiting the relegation zone. Very interesting that Darmstadt aren't fancied at all. Elvis, 48 points, a win could take them top. They are favourite away at Greuther Fürth. You saw Greuther Fürth get that win last week. Another win for Greuther Fürth. Win, draw, win so far. Another win, and they're up to 29. So you can't discount any of these four today. It's going to be fascinating in the Bundesliga at 5:30. Irish Premier Division, Irish First Division, leave that one blank. Just wait for the matches to evolve. You can see this early in the season, the challenge table is looking a little raw in Ireland. You won't see Ireland up here. You just have to click it in and you can choose any one of these matches and you'll see we are really lacking any form lines, particularly with the challenge table. You can see early on a pattern with Derry City, coincidentally, losing against the early season top three. This is only after 5 matches, but winning and winning comfortably at home against early season strugglers, both teams scoring. So that looks to be a real pattern for Derry, but it's only 5 matches in, so it's not really embedded, is it? Then we have a look at Shelburne. And you can see a pattern for Shelburne of both teams scoring. You contrast that. No, well, let's go to Denmark. We've got a Danish game on today in what has been a full season. And you'll see the stark contrast for Fredericia and Randers as far as the challenge table is concerned. It's absolutely chock full, isn't it? So do you see any patterns? You can see Randers' pattern of unbeaten home and away against teams below them in the league. That's Fred, sorry. Unbeaten home and away against teams below them in the league. And Randers struggling away from home. Only the 1 win, but sporadic winners. 2 wins against the top 3 away. Could be vulnerable if scoring that second goal. They've had 2 sets of 3-2. So you can see the further down the season we get, the more populated the challenge table is. That's why I'm ignoring the Irish at the moment. We've not got those firm patterns. Torino and Parma, certainly, as I hope you did with Crystal Palace, lay over 0.5 goals at the start of this match. If it gets to 0-0 at half-time, you've got a free lay the draw, second half of full liability. And as long as it doesn't end in a score draw, you will profit and profit nicely. Apart from that, it's a very tricky match to unpack. Only 3 2026 wins for Torino. Win, win, draw. Win, draw, loss. Win, win, draw away for Parma. I think that's right. And that makes them pretty decent candidates. But it's one of those that's likely to be a little goal shy. Modena against Spezia, 1.81 favourite. This looks quite good coupon this evening for my birthday. Well, I might stay up for this one. Modena got a whole heap of teams waiting to nick their place, but they're 4 points ahead of 7th. They will remain 6th today, regardless of what happens. And looking at Spezia, I can't see them in the top 15. A win for them will take them into the 30-point club and out of relegation. So you're going to get more stubbornness from the away team. Pexvoller and Groningen, 2.4, the favourite. Give that one short shrift. Usual deal in the Eredivisie, over 2.5 goals and both teams to score. Accumulator, give that one a punt. If it comes in, which it has done already this season, you will be amply rewarded, particularly as it's 9 matches It's a league of goals. You might want to just keep an eye on who is dominating this league and who's relegation threatened. Well, we've got ADO Den Haag and Cambuur. Cambuur odds on at home. So already you'll be solidly with the home side. The motivation to go top with a win. I like that kind of motivation. Cambuur not playing today. Oh, sorry, Cambuur. Den Haag don't seem to be playing today. So a chance for Cambuur to book in that top spot. Young PSV don't seem to be. Yes, they are playing at home today. 50 points. So they're a little bit adrift of the top two. Looks like the top two have this nailed. So it's an important for those in the light blue to remain 3rd to 8th because that's their exit point. They're unlikely to be capturing the top two. And we continue on through. Spanish La Liga, Alaves against Villarreal. Again, 2.2 the favourites. Not very appealing at all. Only 2 wins since the 14th of December for Alaves. It's poor stuff. Loss, draw, loss, win, loss away for Villarreal. By far at their worst away from home. So you can't discount Alaves, but Alaves are not putting in enough wins for you to really trust them. Mirandes and Cadiz, all about league position if you want any motivation this evening. Mirandes and Cadiz. I can't see them. Looks like we are in a relegation dogfight. Mirandes at the bottom. Still an important match for them to win. Take them to 27 points and then a chance at breaking into the 30-point barrier with a second consecutive win after that. Cadiz, above the relegation zone, won't be troubled today, but will make important strides up the league with 3 points. So that's it for today. Which matches following our solid weekend of picking readable matches? Anything today which absolutely stands out for me? I would be looking at Lyngby against the mighty Middle Fart. Wrexham and Swansea, it's too tough to call. But what I will do here, I will look at the in-play stats because Wrexham have been full of goals of late. But it's a Welsh derby. So derby-style matches can be difficult to read. I would be looking at the motivating factor for Colchester against the relegation motivation factor for Crawley. I will see in-play stats whether Colchester are deserving of that odds-on quote and whether they will deliver with their home advantage. Marseille at home are always to be relied upon. Ask Newcastle United. Mönchengladbach against St. Pauli is too tough for me to read, so I wouldn't necessarily put that down as a trade. And looking in French Ligue 2, I would be looking at the likes of Saint-Etienne today to provide me with strong trading angles. You can look at the Guingamp. Why a Guingamp favourite? Is there any motivating factor for Guingamp? Well, 36 plus 3 is 39, with the entry point for Red Star at 41. If Guingamp are fancied, they've got to deliver, but they are playing a relegation threatened side in Amiens, who will remain bottom 3 with a win, but more importantly, be within a point of an exit. So that looks a very readable one this evening. Looking at the Bundesliga matches, yes, there's plenty of motivation this evening. I would be focusing on this. Greuther Fürth thoroughly deserved their win last week when they weren't fancied. Elvis might be up against it with home advantage and an unbeaten run for relegation threatened Greuther Fürth. So that's going to get a look in this evening. So you can already see we're getting through the noise, building ourselves a shortlist. These will be the matches that I would predominantly focus on this evening to keep the trading and keep the winning run going. Pick your battles. I would lay over 0.5 goals start of this match, that's for sure. If it gets to 0-0 at half time, I will look at that second half. We already know Cambuur top or thereabouts, so they'll get a quick look in as well. In-play stats are going to be vital for success as well, as you know. Fenerbahce, 1.49 away from home, have tended to be reliable, and I believe we profited from them last week. Why? Well, let's have a look at the challenge table for Fenerbahce. What a brilliant play last week. You got a last gasp 2-3 winner from 2 goals down. They are unbeaten this season. One of a rare bunch of teams unbeaten this season. I think it was this Samsunspor match that we played, was it? Or one of these 2-3s that we played. It was a brilliant match last time out for Fener. Samsunspor, indeed. So they got the equaliser, Guendouzi. Then they went 1-2 down. I got involved again. And Nene and Siddiqui Sheriff, I shot the getting in the 90th minute winner. Brilliant trade. We're expecting more of that today. Fatih Karagümrük. You can have a quick look at them. They're bottom basement, so that is certainly a match to star. These are the kind of readable matches you want to be focusing on. And this is why our strike rate is so good this week. We're trying to get rid of not being tempted into the likes of Miranda's Cadiz. Matches you can't read, you don't know the teams that well. Fenerbahce unbeaten. That's an excellent trading angle, isn't it? I'm off now to blow out the candles on my cake. There's a lot of them. So I'm going to have to get those lungs working. I might see you this evening, but as it is my birthday, I will be looking for retirement homes throughout the Pattaya region this afternoon. Have a great day, and do share your stories at the YouTube channel. You've been a little quiet this week in the comments, and I'm surprised because I have delivered for you consistently. But I suppose no news is good news. But do please leave some comments on the YouTube channel. It does help the algorithm markedly. See you tomorrow for Premier League e-letter. I've already done the Premier League research. 14-day free trial if you want to latch on to this superb run we're having at FootballTradingProfits.com. We've got a nice 14-day free trial which will see you into about mid or late March into April, which is business end of the season. It's going to be fascinating. Have a great day. I'll see you again. Maybe I'll see members later on Telegram, but might not. But I'll definitely see you tomorrow.